The veneers are shaking. The crime stories are shaking. The cargo is shaking. Los Angeles is shaking. The presidential election is shaking. I don't know who's shaking, Lil Yachty or Caribou. Serayah is shaking because her child's father, Joey Badass, is the same ghetto baby daddy that he was to his first baby mama. And that's why she's mad. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm starting like that because I'm not going to sit up here and act surprised. So, Serayah, who is an actress, a beautiful girl, full of talent, promise, she is not a ghetto girl. So, this is not the stereotypical situation that you guys like to put on women of color. This is not somebody who is just a wretched girl, a sexy red type of character, and you saw this coming. Serayah's always carried herself with class. She's always been very mindful and very demure. So for her to put herself in the position as this random nigga's second baby mom, I don't understand what she was thinking, but I know what she was thinking. She's a little bit older now. She had a long relationship with Jacob Lattimore, and her biological clock was ringing off the hinges. Biological clock, you guys know what I mean. I get very passionate about these things because we didn't have to do this. So Serayah was in a relationship with Jacob Lattimore. She met him in 2016. Their relationship ended in 2023. So that's 7 years of knowing each other. That's a relationship that, of course, you're going to think is going to lead into a marriage. You meet that person at every level when you've been together for 7 years. That's leading almost to a decade together. And when she broke up with him, she immediately got with Joey Badass. That relationship has been about 2 to 3 years, this being the third. She did not know him. She did not know him. And women in their 30s, we have to beware and be weary of your biological clocks. You can't let it ring louder than your judgment because she knew better than the situation. All those stereotypes, none of them apply to Serayah. She very much has a daddy. She very much is a classy lady. She very much has a career. She's very much educated. Like, you can't pin none of that stuff on her. It was no need for her to do this outside of her biological clock and getting tricked into a baby before marriage. And it is a trick. Y'all can say what y'all want, but there will never be a day, I'm telling you, that a man will ever trick me into having his baby, let me say it properly, carrying on his legacy without a commitment. A commitment, a contractual commitment that says, if you play with me, I'm going to take you up top and side to side. Okay, period. She knew better. I'm not judging her. I'm irritated with the whole situation because, like I said, this is a tasteful, classy lady. So Serayah came online after posting something I'm going to read. She spilled the beans. Let's watch the video before I read. Check out this video.
I've been the type to come online, but this person needs to be shown for exactly who he is. And I am so fucking upset, and I don't know if one day I'll regret this, but right now I don't regret it because this person has been a literal piece of shit to me in private, and not even in private because a lot of people publicly know, family knows and everything, but this person proposes to me, wants to build a life with me, has me move my life out here, cheats on me, I find out, continuously is telling me that he doesn't want that life, he wants me, then proceeds to be out with people. And yes, I have my receipts. I have my fucking receipts. But you guys will know who the fuck this is. And I don't want this to be a confusion any longer. There's no podcast he can get on, sweet talking the world. It's over with. I've never been.
Now, my shakers will correct me on whether or not that video was out before this written statement was out. She said, there comes a point in a woman's life when choosing herself is no longer an option. It becomes necessary. Yeah, of course, when you have a baby too, because it's no longer about you. It's about the well-being of the child and what they're experiencing. I digress. After much thought, I've made the difficult decision to end my engagement and my relationship with the father of my child, Joey. I deeply believed wholeheartedly in the life we were building, and I wanted nothing more to protect our family. Unfortunately, I also had to face the painful truth. There have been repeated infidelity throughout our relationship, including during some of the most vulnerable, meaningful moments in my life. I share this not for sympathy, retaliation, or to publicly tear anyone down. I share it because too many women are taught to question themselves before they question what's happening right in front of them. If your intuition is telling you something is wrong, listen to it. Don't make yourself smaller to keep someone else comfortable. Don't compromise your values because you're afraid of losing the future you imagine. Bingo! And don't allow someone else's choices to become a referendum on your worth. She's preaching though. Love should not be required to abandon yourself. Love should not require you to abandon yourself. I will always respect the fact that we share a beautiful son, and my priority will be protecting his peace, privacy, and relationship with both his parents. For that reason, I won't be discussing the intimate details of our relationship publicly beyond what I've shared here. This chapter did not end the way I wanted it to, just as I say wanted, but endings can also be beginnings. She's right. She's right about that. Now, what she said was really important to read. And woman to woman, thank you for being that vulnerable because you probably saved somebody's life today. Somebody probably left that no good ass dude that if they stayed with them over the holiday season, they were going to be pregnant as well. So you probably saved some souls, honestly. But people have been kind of saying stuff about this relationship since 2024. So the first year in, it says Serayah left in tears following an argument with Joey Badass. Now, a picture can be 1,000 words. A picture can be misconstrued. She looks over it here. You know, if I'm just going to read and look in her eyes, she looks some kind of over it. It looks like one of those conversations like, I'm kind of cussing this Brooklyn snick out. Honestly, let's just be real. Now, what I hate about this situation is, again, this is a classy lady that I don't even want this attached to her legacy at all. But the streets are talking, and there's some young girl, named Janae Tierra, and she's coming out spilling the tea, saying that Joey Badass be pulling up to her job. And Serayah posted some clips of girls talking about her.
What the fuck is the point of that?
She's just lashing out.
Like,
She's lashing out.
we have.
Honestly,
This is your son's grandmother.
you know?
This is your son's grandmother. Like, what are you talking
But
about?
I'm saying, like, the empathy to have is that she's embarrassed. Like, you have to realize that she's like, I was engaged, I had a child, people are asking me when I'm getting married, now I'm not going to be with him anymore. And it's just like, you know, it's embarrassing. And she's taking it out on you instead of dealing with the fact that, like, it was so crazy because I hate to say this to people because it's so, like, bitch, existential, but it's like, everything is finite in the end. Whether you guys separate because of death. No, but it's like people need to hear that. But it's like if everyone would just be like, God is your source, whatever God you pray to, and everything is finite. So just party while you're here, like whatever party means for you. You know what I mean? But like you can be mad about.
Over with.
Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
She's just lashing out.
Like,
It's just like, he's been playing in your face, but he was only able to do this because you did not know him. If he been getting on your nerves since 2024, we should have just went ahead and wrapped it up. This is a case of somebody getting pregnant by their rebound. But anyway, let this girl that he be kind of checking up on at the job speak. Go ahead.
So this one rapper I've seen 3 times this week. And he comes to my job today and he's like, hey, Janae. So this one rapper I've seen 3 times this week. And he comes to my job today next door to party. So this one rapper I've seen birthday. And the crazy thing is, now his baby mama that he just had a baby with is popping up all up and down my TikTok feed. I didn't go, obviously, because I'm in the house. But I think it's just so funny how these men love to play family on the internet, and in real life, it's a scam.
So I'm just annoyed about the entire thing because at the end of the day, Joey Badass, love him down. I done met Joey. He said, date my cousin. How about that? So I've seen him date girls and the love he put on them. It's lover boy for sure. You could definitely see how him as a rebound would feel like a new chance because I've seen him date. Okay? So with that, you feel me? It would just be best if girls, when you leave that long relationship, you can have a rebound but get some therapy and some birth control. That's how you do that. Because she could have came out of this with a little bit of heartbreak. She would have been like, damn, that really sucks. Me and him was engaged. It fell to pieces, but I ain't leaving no baby. Deuces. Now I'm about to go into training season, okay? And I'm about to get with my real man. He should have been a step towards her real man, not her final step. So ladies, just be careful. These men will use your womb for rent. Do not let them. And there's an option to buy, and there's an option to buy only. This ain't no apartment. This is a mansion. Okay? And you got to have your money together, your credit together, your head on straight, you're mentally ready to be able to attain estate status. Okay? Don't let them act like your womb is an apartment or some damn Section 8 they got to pay some $25 to live in. No, ma'am. You are a pink starburst. You ain't no yellow starburst. And Serayah, you're a red starburst. And I feel bad for you.